Hey guys, Bearded Bricks bringing you guys a new review of one of the August 1st sets. It is the mobile construction crane for $110. Like I said, it released August 1st, and it is set 60409. We have the box art here. As you guys can see, we have the crane on the front, and on the back, we have some different ways you guys can display the set, as well as just the length of the set. And then also on the top here, you guys can see we have all the figures doing their stuff. Moving this a little bit to the center for you guys to see. One of the really, we're like normal guys. We're gonna go through the figures slightly. They're Lego City figures, so there's not much to go over. There are a couple details that I do want to talk about briefly, and then we're going to continue on with the build because that's ultimately why you're buying this $110 Lego set. So, I have all these figures in different places. Obviously, you know, we get the Zane haircut from Ninjago on this guy. Very much has only one face. A lot of these figures have different headpieces. Like some of them have hats with hair on the back. Some of them have with goggles and other sides. So some of them have more details than others, which I kind of think is a little bizarre. Like this guy has one face, arm back printing or torso printing and leg printing, but no arm printing. Lego City figures normally don't get a ton of detail. The one thing I will say that is really cool about this build is the construction lady does actually have two faces, two different like designs as far as like what she's feeling or like her emotion. Just like how this guy only has one from the bulldozer set. Now the one thing I will say that is really unique with this set is normally Lego doesn't do this with sets that are in the same theme normally. Only for like really expensive or sets that can bar the reason to have two different printed pieces. But you can see here, one is the ice cream shop and the other is the new roller coaster that's the X-Force roller coaster made or being made by these construction companies. So I think that's really cool that we got both those pieces printed for those sets. I think it's pretty cool that we're seeing a lot of references within the Lego universe, to Lego itself, like the transport truck having existing Lego sets currently on the truck. And the building those blueprint designs having current Lego sets is also really fascinating. So getting to the crane itself, obviously normal connector hook. You do get this porta potty with the set that is able just to be attached on the crane just like this. And obviously if you wanted to lower it or move it down, you can just slowly twist this crane down and it'll slowly reach down, or you can lift it back up. Pretty cool functionality in that sense. Giving you guys a little spin of this set. As you guys can see here, this set does have a lot of moving parts. The one thing that I do find a little confusing is this set does not turn. So moving the Lazy Susan away, you guys can see here that for the crane is currently in an uplifted position like this. And the reason it's like that is because we have this pin here. But the moment I do this part in the middle can actually go up and it can actually elevate further up. And then all you can do is take this pin and slide it right here. And it'll be in an upright position. And then you can even take this part and you can, there's a button here. There's another wheel on the side of the crane that I have right here with my hand, and you can actually push this guy up really tall. And then if you really wanted to, you could lower this crane even more. It is one of the longest Lego cables that I have ever seen or had the pleasure of building with. And then even moving this down just a little bit more, you know, we're gonna go a little bit of an angle. You guys can see that this thing has a very large profile. You could put a wrecking ball on this and have it take down your Avengers Tower or whichever you're doing. Some other neat nits and nads here on this set is that you can actually fit one Lego figure in this piece right here that would be operating the crane. You can fit two in the driver's seat. And there are like other things, like there's an engine here you can look at. You can also put out all of the legs from this, and it has like a faux pneumatic suspension on this that allows the crane to be in its deployed mode. The only thing that I wish this set had is I wish that this would be more of like a, I wish that these pieces would actually be touching the ground or be a way to deploy them lower when there really isn't, which I find sort of frustrating. And if you want to pack the crane up, all you do is you take all 4 of these legs, you push them in, you grab this part on the back, which is kind of like the battery packer, like the engine for the crane. You grab this part on the side and put it in storage, put it down and not roll into your Animal Crossing stuff. All right. So after being able to finally get the crane down to its most compressed version, you can see that the crane claw actually attaches to the front tow hitch of the vehicle, and then you are ready to move and drive. The only issue that I have with this vehicle is it doesn't seem like it drives well. It's very bulky, it doesn't turn. The only thing that I wish that this set would have done, which I may go back and mod later if I'm able to do it, is I may put some hinge joints in the front part right here that allows it to turn even at an angle. I think having this be a separate piece so that I could leave the crane and have the truck be functional on its own would be really cool. And I feel like it wouldn't have taken like that many pieces to do it. But very much, this is a like sit and display at a construction site kind of vehicle, and not something that you would really have deployed on your highway or doing any like immediate work in its current form, just because there is no way to actually there's just no way to functionally use this in like a operator sense without some tinkering. Obviously the crane is really long, and obviously if I deploy these, I can turn the crane all the way around because it's now leaning on those pieces to support it. Definitely cool to see that at least when it leans, it allows that piece to be, or those 4 pieces to be used as they're supposed to be. And the crane itself can be used for a variety of things. But for $110, we haven't had a crane like this in a really long time. There are stickers on, there's like 7 or 8 stickers you guys could have saw in the time lapse that I hold up to the camera. You got some here, you got some here, you got stickers. These are actually printed pieces, you got stickers here. And ultimately, I mean, I do think this set is pretty cool for what it is. I mean, you're buying a large Lego City crane. Obviously, you want a large crane, this is going to be the one for you to get. I do think that a MIDI scaled version would be most ideal personally, just because like I think that the MIDI, I'm starting to lean more that the MIDI scale version of things with a lot of detail like the Venator is just the way that it should be. So I feel like the crane size is great. If it had the functionality of being able to turn, it definitely would be like an S tier set for me personally. The figures, they're Lego City figures, they're a dime a dozen, you have hundreds of them. But the crane itself being really cool to deploy, I would say that this half of the crane, that's the crane itself, is awesome. The cab, you know, hit or miss. You know, some people are gonna like it, some people are gonna love it. I think it's all right, it's passable. Definitely could have gone like that, like 10 cents more, $1 more on this $110 set, and it would have been perfect. But yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this Lego crane is awesome? Do you guys think it's kind of mid? Would love to hear from you guys down in the comments. As always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to see all the future videos that I'm gonna make and the progress on my Lego City. I've been Bitter Bricks. Don't forget the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.